Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Habari 254 and Bonga Tube Media. I'm privileged to have Mr. Issa Magola from Uganda, and he's one of the delegations in Nairobi for FIFA Under 17 Women World Cup qualifiers. Yes, tell us, Mr. Issa, how is it in terms of your preparations?
We are prepared for this. We want to go for World Cup qualifiers. We are prepared for it. We have these teams, these are girls from schools who have come here. But before I say anything, I want to inform the viewers that my name is Magola Issa Kakaire, a FIFA executive member representing Eastern Region, who is the head of delegation for this Under 17 here in Nairobi. Our preparation was started by acquiring the coach from South Africa, a lady, and then the goalkeeper coach also from South Africa. We have been prepared for this for a long time to see that we can have a team going there. And this is part of the girls we prepare for the national teams. Most of them are students. All of them are students from different schools. They just come back, part of them, they just come back from Tanzania for the other new FIFA Cup women tournament where they played there, and combined senior secondary schools.
South Africa, Kenya, Ben McCarthy. You guys again, South Africa. Is there anything that we don't know happening around East Africa in terms of technical bench?
We are looking at the issue of South Africa in terms of women football. That's why we acquired her from there. Looking at the local coaches of ours, with the way we had started with the leagues and the rest, it's become difficult. But South Africa, Ethiopia, they were ahead of us under this. Now we also are getting coaches from Ethiopia for the other Premier League teams in Uganda.
So what should you expect? Because at home you lost 2-0 against Junior Starlets here, and you are now away.
It's true, we lost, but football is football. It's not over, not until it is over. We expected, they were away and they got 2 goals. Also we are away, we can get the 2 goals. Ethiopia lost 2-0 in Uganda, and they went at their home with the national team and won 2-0 and went to penalties. So anything can happen. But the girls are ready and we are set for it.
Wow. And maybe your observation about the junior starlets, what can you say about them?
They have already gone for World Cup qualifications. They have been there before, so they know what is there. With that experience going there, they come with the experience, but we shall manage them.
Wow. Now, in terms of football management and structures, how are you making it in Uganda so that you come up with a formidable national team squad in terms of a senior team?
What we have done through as an executive, our roles at policy levels, we have tried to employ the secretaries, people with qualifications. For us, ours is a policy to bring what they have brought on table, and then we pass whatever they want pass. But we have now, in our structures, we don't have that finance. We have people there, a financial manager. We have a financial director. We have the CEO. Our CEO is a very good person, Bwana Edgar Watson, who has helped us a lot in building all these structures. We have now have what we call a 333, where we are coming out with a development plan for a 3-year, 5-year term, where we have the technical development officer who is doing it, everything, so that we go to regions and acquire the people there. We are recruiting people at the regional levels to see that we can have football from the grassroots. And we are saying that every homestead must have a ball.
Every homestead
must have a ball. We are starting at mass football.
Wow, that's, you're going to recruit so many players.
Yes, we are doing mass football. Part of that, our program, the development program. We are saying every homestead must have a ball. That's what you see as Uganda. We have gone ahead. We are no longer buying Select. We are no longer using Adidas. We are using Janze.
Oh, homemade.
Homemade. Uniforms, each and everything, Janze. We have a product, we have registered it. So we are saying every homestead must have a ball.
Which means that each and every homestead must produce what we call a football star.
Exactly.
And that is transforming the entire society, just like Onyango have done.
Yeah.
Baba Chizito.
All of them.
Ben McCarthy.
Yeah.
And also the likes of Sadio Mane, transforming the society through football.
Exactly.
Wow. Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania are the hosts for CHAN 2024 and AFCON 2027. This is good news.
Real good news. And I would say I'm privileged to be part of the CHAN and AFCON 2027 as the local organizing committee for Uganda. I'm a chairman of team services on the other side of Uganda, where we are liaising with CAF. I've arrived here and I was impressed by the improvement of the stadium. We were lagging behind as East Africa in terms of infrastructure. But as Uganda hosting CHAN and AFCON 2027 has helped us to have infrastructure. We are building a stadium in Hoima, which we are saying it will be ready by next year. It will be ready for use. And now we are also upgrading our national stadium, that's in Namboole, to see that it goes to the standard. Although it was approved for CHAN, but for AFCON we are going to upgrade it. And it's the same company which is going to do it, which is building that stadium in Hoima. And we are upgrading so many stadiums. We are working on Wankuluku, another stadium, because of the CHAN and the Christian. We want to thank the government of Uganda. They have come on board, the president has come on, everything. We are getting it from the government.
Well, talking about Hoima Stadium, taking it to the northern part of Uganda.
Yeah.
It was a war-torn area. This is a story of its own, trying to liberate the northern part through sports.
Exactly.
And by the mere fact that the government is trying to invest there, it's a clear indication that we are going to have talented young men and women who are going to play for Uganda Cranes, and maybe going to see them across the globe. Now, talking about Namboole, what's the technology that has been used there? Because I see it on TV and also YouTube channels. The technology in terms of grass, hybrid system. What about it?
What we did, we agreed with the government and then the stadium management and then National Council of Sports. And we had to acquire a special company to see who are interested, who have so a lot of experience in the grass. We had to go away and acquire a machine. They call it a sowing machine, which plants the grass and the rest. We looked at it around East Africa, we could not even get it. But we had to import it and come, and they are doing a very good work.
Very expensive.
Very expensive.
Companies from?
The company is from Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Wow. And the entire stadium, talking about Namboole, the Nelson Mandela Stadium, I see that a lot of renovations has been done, even the training pitch outside. How is it, maybe for the viewers at the moment?
I want to inform the viewers that we have done what's possible to see that we have a training ground alongside Namboole Stadium. We have made it with dressing rooms, with a sitting capacity of small numbers for training, and then we have put there the floodlights. As I speak now, the floodlights are working well. They have tested them, so we can have a session of training at night and at every time.
Wow.
Yeah.
And what about now in terms of parking? Because stadium alone, inside and out, and maybe within the vicinity, something to do with the security, parkings, etc. How is it in preparation to CHAN and AFCON?
We are doing for CHAN. We had a challenge with the infrastructure there, but the government has decided to come on board to see that they can come in and change, where possible, even roads towards the stadium.
Sure.
So that we can have a very, very smooth and seamless event when we have a game in the Namboole in our stadium. So we are working well with the government. They are changing other structures, roads, they are working on them. We are also having our own stadium as Kadiva Stadium. It's near the headquarters of our FUFA, Mengo there, which is owned by the Federation.
Oh, the Federation owns a stadium?
Owns a stadium.
Wow.
We have a stadium, we are putting it right. It's going to be part of the training grounds for the CHAN and for AFCON. We have already acquired the floodlights, they are putting them there, they are there. We are working on the grass.
Wow.
So we own a lot of things as the FUFA, We have a local radio there, FUFA radio. We have a FUFA TV, our own TV for FUFA.
You've employed people there?
We have employed their people.
You mean Uganda, in Uganda, Football Federation has investments?
Exactly.
How did you do it, and what was the vision behind it?
It is through our FUFA president, Honorable Hashim Magogo, who was thinking beyond every point, looking at it. Whenever he was going out of the country, he would look at, because there are three factors in football. There is business, there is football itself. So when you are looking at business, you have to invest, then you get the money. So he looked at the most money you can get is through TV.
Wow.
So we had to bring that idea, and we had to buy a TV, and we have a TV.
We've talked of Hoima, we've talked of Nelson Mandela Namboole Stadium. There's Ham, formerly known as Nakivubo.
Formerly Nakivubo.
Yes.
Yeah, and we even have private stadiums, like the former FUFA president Mulindwa Lawrence of Chitende, who is the owner, the proprietor of Vipers Football Club. We have a tough stadium there, which can host the Class 2 games for AFCON, for CAF.
Wow. So what about now Nakivubo Stadium? How is it?
Nakivubo Stadium has been upgraded. That's why we have been playing our games for qualifications in Nakivubo. It's only in the state centers, but we can have games there. Yeah. They have been upgraded.
That's great. It's very important to have infrastructure, sports infrastructure in the country. How about now your message to the youths of Uganda, and not forgetting the youths of Eastern Central Africa, in terms of the importance of investing or embracing the game of football and other sports disciplines?
What I would encourage on the youth, and not mostly on the youth, but the governments, because the federation cannot have infrastructures. I would like to urge the government to see that they can come on board. Football employs a lot of people in terms of employment. When you have players being paid, it's a lot of employment. And it invests a lot in money when it comes to teams coming in your countries. So I would urge the youth to see that they can join sports. It's the only way, it's the way to go. People are getting money through sports, and it's a very, very good investment. And I also urge the parents, when you have your kid and he has interest in sports, take him to sports. He will get money. He will get money there.
It's not only about books.
Not books, but when he goes books, he cannot go there. Give him a chance to see that he can get through sports and money there.
What can you say about Kenya hiring Benny McCarthy? You watched him play for Bafana and other clubs in Europe.
You know, it's I would say Kenya, they may have gone the right way. You know, we need coaches who understand the cultures and our players here. You know, the players of East Africa, of Africa, how they behave and they do. Yeah, so he may be the right choice for the team. We are looking for these Bazungs, but at times they come here and they take time to understand the teams. And by the time they are looking, our fans and then the other people are saying they are looking for results. But he may be able to see the players, have been watching them, and he knows them, rather than a coach who comes in and then starts having videos to understand those players. But we're looking at the structure of South Africa and how we're going to have some players playing in South Africa. The way they are structured and the way they are thinking, I think they have been moving in that corridor of the structures of the South Africa, looking at them. He may help them. But we need to appreciate, it may not be easy to say that he has come and he will make the team to qualify for World Cup qualification. But we need to give him coaches time and then see.
Yeah, that's why we come with the notion that tacticians or coaches are hired to be fired, but we must give them time and proper structure. Yeah,
exactly. When you don't have structures, however much you bring a new coach, you bring a good coach, but the structures must be there.
And also the mentality of our players, sometimes they are just stubborn.
Yeah, they are there. We know them, some of them. You tell them to do BABC, they do what? They don't think there is money. That is the reason I can give. You see players, most of the players in East Africa, they go for green pasture, within a short time they are back. They are not prepared for, they don't have coaches who prepare them to go for professional football. Yeah.
You are here at Nyayo National Stadium. What can you say about this noble facility?
What I can say, there is a lot of improvement. The other time I didn't visit here, when my colleagues from Uganda visited here, they were showing us pictures. We were saying now the grass, when we were telling them the improvement, but there is a lot of improvement. We can have CHAN and we can have AFCON, and we are going to deliver AFCON for the first time with a big number of teams. And we know Kenya has the capacity to do it. In case they have 2 stadiums, they can do it. And we would wish to say that part of our teams for Pamoja, they qualify for the next rounds in their groups. It will be very good for us as East Africa. For the first time hosting the 3 countries, we need to deliver a very successful event.
Yeah, you can see lighting are being fixed. And also as you have said, the playing surface has been done. And maybe 1 or 2, 3 things will be fixed within a given period of time. So thanks a lot, Bwana Issa, for your time. Maybe anything extra you would like to tell your viewers?
I want to urge the people of Kenya to come and watch the game tomorrow.
They'll come, they'll be here.
They'll be here.
Nowadays, women football is almost everything to us.
Exactly. That's what we are doing in Uganda. Women football is everything to us. We can postpone another national team, but for the women, we cannot tamper with it.
It's everything. Why women football in a society?
No, looking global at the women football, looking at the statistics, they are telling us that the World Cup for women fetched a lot of money comparing to the World Cup for men.
Wow.
Yeah, looking at the statistics. So it's something that people have interest in it. For FIFA, this is what we call talent development, what I was telling you, talent development.
This one here.
Yeah, we are working with schools to see that we can have that.
Okay. You know, we decided to invest in schools. It's much more easier to get talents at school level. And that's why the government. But again, traveling with these young ladies out of the country, how is it? Because parents must have the consent of the parents and the government.
We are doing it. There is no school having these girls without consent from the parents, because these are underage players. So under their parents, under the schools, there is an arrangement for it. And under this, what we call TMP, we are working with the schools, government schools, and we have schools of excellence where we can go and come for 3 weeks, and then we have the teams playing there, and then we have the scouts under our development program, scouts who can scout those girls, and then they can take them to schools.
Wow, that's great. We're going to meet next time, God willing. We're going to travel all the way to Uganda so that we can establish a better rapport for further engagements.
You're welcome, sir.
Asante sana.
Asante sana.
Asante. So
this logo we are using it because we have reached our 100 years.
This logo?
It was established in 1924, establishing the federation. FUFA. So we reached 100 years.
100 years.
Yes. So we are celebrating 100 years. Not until we go to another year, then we shall move the 100. That's why you see 100 years there.
How is it being there for almost a century? Over a century.
So we are celebrating the 100 years with all our presidents who have been there. So we are celebrating a full year of 100 years for all our achievements.
This year? Congratulations.
Thanks.
No wonder you have investments in terms of radio and also TV and also a sporting ground. I know many more gonna happen under your leadership and also the federation's leadership.
You're welcome.
Wow, thanks a lot, and may God bless you.
Thanks.
Asante sana.
Asante sana tu.